Welcome to this week's ACTFIRMATION TALK PODCAST, where we provide the tools to build the inner voice of the artist. I thank you so much for being here with me this week and every week to come. I am your host, founder, and head coach, Bonnie, the casting director, also known as the Talent Aligner. I welcome you to release all of the stagnant energy that you've accumulated over the past week as we make room and usher in for the beautiful, flowing, fresh energy to come for this week. Last week, we built an aura around our craft to protect us from negativity and downer energy. This week, we travel just what happens if we decide to step outside that aura or allow someone to penetrate it and how exactly to overcome it. Let's start off with our deep breathing techniques helping to ground us. As always, we start off with these techniques to calm the breath and slow down the mind from negative thoughts and overthinking. You will inhale on the count of 7, hold your breath for the count of 4, and exhale for the count of 8. It is also important that you breathe in through your diaphragm when you do this breathing. It helps you get a good in-depth breath so that you have enough room to breathe in for that long period of time and to breathe out for that long period of time. If you do not get it immediately, it's okay. It takes practice. This is why we come to it every week. Also, it's important to visualize as you do your deep breathing techniques. Visualize when you inhale that you are bringing in all of the abundant, good, positive, and beautiful, joyous energy that you would like to manifest into your craft. And as you exhale, you are going to push away all of the stagnant, negative, and downer energy that has been stuck within you. Push it out as you exhale. Let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like for you to, it's still in the position of deep breathing. I would like you to keep your eyes closed and hold out the palms of your hands. This exercise is called calling your power back to you. Say these words to yourself or aloud. I call all my power back to me. I call all my power back to me. I call all my power back to me. As you repeat these words to yourself, I would like you to visualize balls of energy coming to your hands. There's one ball in one hand and another ball in the other hand. As energy comes to you, they accumulate in these balls within your hand. This is you calling back your energy that you have passed out, that you have sent out to other people, that you have poured into other people, or that you have lost from negative energy, or just not feeling good about yourself. We're calling this energy back to ourselves. Let's begin. I call all my energy back to me. I call all my power 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 back to me. When you actually feel the energy of balls sitting within your hand, I would like you to place your hands on your heart. Place the palm of your hands face down on your heart and say the words, "My energy is now within me. I am grounded. I belong here." That concludes our deep breathing and our calling our power back to us exercise. This exercise is very important when it comes to replenishing yourself. If you know, as we talk about on a weekly basis, is that we are beings of energy. We are made of stardust, and we have the power of energetic transference within us. So we have to utilize that and know when it is time to call our power back to us. When we feel like we've overpoured into someone, when we haven't even replenished ourselves first, we have to call our power back to us. Knowing that you have the power to call your own energy back is key, because you can do it on a frequent basis. As much as we practice protecting our aura and our energy, there may come a time where you are going to be vulnerable enough to step outside that protective shield, or you're going to be vulnerable enough for people to penetrate that protective shield. However, this is not a time to beat up on yourself. Rather, it is a time to accept that this too is a part of the process and a part of the renewal. It's always possible. That renewal is always possible within you. Let's move forward by reciting our ACTFIRMATIONs. Remember, the definition of ACTFIRMATION is reassuring your creative genius and telling yourself you are badass. It is a tool we utilize within the Reel Tips for our artists as a whole to help them get back to who they are, help them get back to their square of awareness, and reprogram and understand that we are who we are without any validation outside of us, without anyone having to tell us. It is reminding yourself of your innate abilities that you already have. How you recite these affirmations is just as important. You don't ever want to recite the affirmations as if you're explaining yourself to someone, or if you're downplaying these beautiful traits that you have within you. You want to say them with knowing, with confidence, with "this is damn sure me," with, again, reminding yourself that I know I am already this person. I will say the affirmation, and then I will give you a space to repeat after me. Let's begin. The only person that can keep me bound is me. I am grounded in my artistry. I am recharged through natural resources. I accept myself in all of my phases. This is fun and therapeutic for me. I am creatively aligned. I am honest with myself. I am naturally creative. I am moving in a purposeful direction in my career. I am not held to any expectations. I simply act from my own heart and passion. I belong here. I know who I am and I perform it. At any moment, I can release, replenish, and recharge myself. My creative nature is perfect and complete. I suggest that you come back to these affirmations as much as possible. My suggestion is saying your affirmations in the morning when you first arise and at night before you go to sleep. It is a sense of reprogramming yourself and reiterating who you are on a daily basis so that the stronger you build your inner voice, there is no one that can tell you anything else outside of who you know yourself to be. Don't only recite the affirmations that we give you. Make your own customized affirmations that are fitting to who you know you are and what you know you are capable of. Come back to these affirmations again as much as possible. I always suggest that when you utilize the affirmations when you're in those down moments, when you're in those moments of feeling that you've attracted a lot of negativity, when you're in those moments where you need to replenish yourself. That is when you utilize your affirmations the most. This week we are focusing on overcoming getting outside of yourself and your aura. Stepping outside of your aura or having it penetrated is not a weakness. And you must know that. The key is accepting that sometimes it just happens. We're bound to be affected at some point or another by others' energy. It's just a given. This is why we set ourselves up in the first place as much as possible. But it is not to say that you are weak or that you are not doing enough when it is penetrated. Whether it be a time where we engaged at a time that we were not prepared for, whether it be a time where we poured into others without pouring into ourselves first, or whether it be a time that we let rejection comments get in and ruminate within us. It happens. And it's just a part of the process. Realizing that you have the power to pull your aura back together and get yourself back within inside that aura, that is what enables you to not just sit in that funk or get stuck in that rut that others' energy may have caused you. Do not beat up on yourself about it. Understand that, okay, this is where I'm at. So these are the tools that I need to utilize to get me back inside with my aura and replenish myself. You can push through the fog of the negativity by trying these things to overcome it. First, capture the emotions you are feeling. Whether it be fear, anger, shame, or even envy. Write it down on a piece of paper. And also say this phrase. I release insert emotion within me. So for example, I release fear within me. You will write that out for each emotion that you are feeling of negativity. Once you're finished, take a deep breath and Exhale, visualizing all of the words of emotions releasing from your breath. Then I would like you to burn the piece of paper and watch it evaporate into the universe. After you have done so, repeat these words. And so it is. The next step for pushing through and overcoming this stepping outside of your aura is utilizing tools of nature to release and get us through and replenish ourselves. You can utilize natural herbs such as sage to help clear the energy around your aura. You'll just continue to swirl around the sage, burn the sage. You can also use spray sage to help you clear that aura around you. Also, water is a natural source that helps you release and break up the energy within you. Whether it is you stepping or immersing yourself into a natural spring or a natural river, or even going to take a shower. Showers and water in general helps break up the energy within you. If you're taking a shower, I suggest you to visualize the negative energy clearing and cleansing from your body. See it actually falling down from your limbs and falling into the drain and draining out. Another natural resource is utilizing nature and going for a walk. Walking helps separate and break up any of that flat or stagnant energy within you, or the negativity as a whole. Walking also helps you find clarity. As you connect with nature, nature will connect with your intuition, even placing ideas within you along the walk. Our next tip in overcoming stepping outside of yourself and your aura is grabbing negative energy out of your aura by literally taking your hands and grabbing at the air around each part of your body. You'll take your hands and just go down your limbs and your torso and your thighs and your legs, grabbing each portion and releasing your hands as if you are dropping it to the floor, feeling the energy fall away from you. Visualize it and feel it as if you are pulling that energy off of you and dropping it and doing away with it. The last tip in getting outside of yourself and overcoming that is resetting yourself after clearing all of that energy. Reset yourself by affirming with your affirmations several times and reiterating your goals for your craft by writing them out and seeing yourself doing the things that you desire. Your words and your thoughts are powerful. So once you get out of that negative energy that has attached to you from other people's, you have to use your words that are spells to rebuild yourself, reaffirm yourself, and reset your mind to the things that you know you are and the things that you desire. Having trouble resetting yourself after negative encounters? Well, let us help you at the Reel Tips to align yourself and your craft. Let us help you get aligned to your craft once again with our artistic alignment consult and reading. We read the energy around the state of your career, how to get past any blockages, and how to specifically manifest what your goals are. Book an artistic alignment consult today by clicking the link in the description. Now we'll conclude our Affirmation Talk podcast by pulling an oracle card for creative focus for the week. I have pulled the card of what do you feel? This card reads, there are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting you from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path to be chosen, lived, and created only by you? Someone else cannot become the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. This oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. You have been thinking about which way to go with the matter of importance, and you have got a bit of stuck in the logic of the decision-making process. Sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward, and if it is not the best path, we can change our approach later on if needed. If we are slightly off base with a decision, life will often shift and move to guide us back on track. We don't have to be perfect. In fact, there is rarely ever a perfect choice to be made. Just some choices that feel more heart-honoring than others. Sometimes we can only really know in hindsight if we made the best choice possible in that moment. At the time of decision making, we only really have our internal wisdom to rely upon, and that is all we need. This oracle is telling you there is no need to push or traumatize yourself with possible choices. Just making a choice will set things in motion. The best way to catalyze the situation you are in and bring about healing change, stimulate your creative juices, and find a more inspired and energized and enjoyable approach to life is to just make a choice based on what you feel right now. Not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. So ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And go from there. If you cannot relate to the need to make a choice between two or more alternatives, then this oracle brings you a message that you are at a crossroads in your journey, and the choices you make at this time, even simply choosing to do things a little differently without much drama associated with the decisions, are powerful triggers for some great magic to enter your life. Take a different approach to something. Be open to that which makes you uncomfortable but could be exciting and interesting. Even small adventures will yield big rewards right now. It matters less that you do the most powerful thing ever. That's too much pressure. And matters more that you simply take an action from your heart. Open up to the creative magic of life and don't worry about how it is all going to work out. The bigger creative flow of life is sorting out all of the details, and you are not immune to that plan. In fact, you are a natural part of that plan. So just spend some time with your own feelings and know that it is all going to work out perfectly. Repeat after me for your healing process. My choices flow easily from my heart, and I tread my path with certainty and grace. Always within the merciful protection of unconditional love. So be it. This concludes our affirmation talk. And again, as always, I thank you so much for being here with me, Bonnie, the casting director, also known as the talent aligner of the Reel Tips LLC. As always, be real, my real people.